Hello, I am IBX Toycat, and welcome back to another live stream on the internet. Today I'm going to be playing some Minecraft. Wow, that's like big shock, I know. But we'll be playing some Minecraft Aquatic update, you know, the 1.5 Phase 2 just released on Bedrock. And the reason I wanted to play it today is because I wanted to do something kind of fun. I wanted to do something I'm calling Project Float Boat, or Floating Boating. Floating? You know, there's a... I think float boat's probably the catchiest one. And we'll be doing that today by basically going to some brand new blue icebergs, or icebergs that have blue ice, taking the blue ice, making a super fast boat pathway to a mini floating island. I want to make that, the floating island, slightly icy. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you all agree. And even if you don't, guess what? You're in for the ride anyway, so let's try our best to have a fun one. So, yeah, what we're going to be doing first of all, though, is because I have a blue piece of dye, I'm going to make myself a shulker box. Oh, that's not right. I need to make a shulker box from scratch, first of all, which is in here somewhere. Actually, how do you... I'm going to make a chest. Then I can make a shulker box. Wait, chest? Then we can make a purple shulker box. Then we can take the purple shulker box and make a blue shulker box. Yeah, there we go. So now we've got this blue shulker box. This is going to be my blue ice blocks. I'm going to put my blue ice box. I'm going to need maybe 500 blue ice, maybe more, if I can get that going. So that's what we're trying to get today. So we're going to be taking that. We're going to be having a lot of fun with it. It should be kind of great. At least that's the plan. So yeah, the very first thing we want to do though is we want to grab ourselves the conduit. I feel like if we're going to be doing this stream, we're going to need to have that faster underwater braking. And the conduit might just help me with that. I mean, they sometimes help you with underwater braking. That is one of their many abilities. So we're going to fly over there. Make some fireworks on the way because I do have plenty of those already. Let's go right down there. Let's grab my conduit. Again, we're going to leave the space ready for the conduit, again, for the future. This is going to be a big part of the video at some point. I don't know exactly when, but it'll be a fun, video time when that does come out. But for now, let's just take this with me, as well as the accidental... actually, we'll leave the prismarine down here. Just, forget about that. So put this over there, and then head out there, and then grab some more prismarine, because 13 is not enough to activate one of these. And then we're going to go to a blue iceberg. So blue icebergs, I'm not actually familiar with all of the locations, but it should be fun. By the way, hello everyone, welcome to the live stream. Hope you're having a great Thursday. The Thursday stream had to be moved a little bit. And I'm still excited. We're going to play survival games together. It's going to be a lot of fun. But that's now going to be on a different day because we had some scheduling issues with... how about we just say there was some scheduling issues and leave it ambiguous? Ooh, maybe they're evil scheduling issues. Maybe they're good scheduling issues. Maybe it's in between, and that's how most things are in life. You know, who's to say for certain? I know I can't say, but it's going to be kind of fun. So yeah, with that said, oh, we're kind of trapped here. So sledding with blue ice sounds fun. So here's the greatest thing. The reason this is Update Aquatic, or Phase 2 related, is because just yesterday, literally day before this stream, wait, no, just 2 days ago, 2 days before this stream, they buffed blue ice and they made it even less friction based. I assume they took it back to its default. I gave it a little while earlier and I was like, this is fun. But it's just so absurdly fast. It's now the fastest form of transport you can get in Minecraft Survival. And if that's not good enough reason to want to play around with it, I don't know what is. Also, oh jeez, oh this is dangerous. Okay, so we got our stuff, we got our everything we need. Now we're gonna go through the Nether and go and find us the thingamajiggy. That's the official name, the thingamajiggy. Also, did I grab the conduit or did I leave it in the ground? Okay, I grabbed the conduit. That's pretty key stuff to make sure you check ready. So yeah, we're gonna go over to our left. Yeah, this is the right way. We're actually going to leave, just make it a little bit easier. Actually, no, I won't leave. I'm going to stay in my little box right here. So when is the survival game stream, says the Froggy Fellow. The plan is to do it in the next week at the latest. So next Monday or Tuesday is the latest we'd expect it. I might do it on Saturday, but it's my birthday tomorrow, Friday the 13th. By the way, Friday the 13th, it hits me every now and then, you know, if something bad happens on my birthday, I'm not a superstitious person, which is why it'll annoy me if something bad happens, because then, there's a lot of people in my life that are vaguely superstitious. They'll be like, you shouldn't have gone out tonight. I don't know what accent that was, but that's a superstitious person accent. And it's like, well, I mean, maybe that's true, but whatever. Anyway, thank you so much, Irexer, for the $5 super chat. Hello, how's the update? I haven't been playing Minecraft for a bit. I feel like if you haven't played it before the Aquatic update, definitely play it after. Because, I mean, just the new Aquatic tasks is a lot of fun. I spent 3 hours working on that turtle farm yesterday, and I'd say the last 15 minutes wasn't fun, but the 3 hours before that were actually a lot of fun in my opinion. Also, I'm actually glad the stream is later. I just got here and I thought I was going to miss the entire thing. Good news, you did not miss the entire thing. I think you missed the whole onion thing though, so that's going to be a mystery forever, right? You were talking about your death yesterday. Wait, your real name is Jason, says Caden the Legend. Yeah, my name is Jason. I'm Jason Toycat. That's, no, I sometimes realize I've got to be less sarcastic at times. But no, I'm not actually Jason. I think Jason's a cool name, though. Like, honestly, there's some names that really annoy me in the world, and I try not to mention them because they're, like, absurdly common. And there are some names that annoy me less, and I'm just saying, maybe your name's one of those. Also, I need to tame these dogs because I'm still trying to get the achievement. So, I know I sidetrack all the time, but this is, like, a sidetrack for the purpose of good. Like, achievements are just a necessary thing. We can all get on board with that, right? So we'll grab, like, 15 bones. Hope that's enough to tame them. And I think this is enough to get me the achievement. Which, again, I'm so close to getting all from the Xbox. And I haven't put any real effort into, like, finish the ones I don't have. But it's just a thing we should do. Especially on Bedrock, there's no penalty for just taming dogs and leaving them in the wild. So why not do it, you know? So, tame this fellow as well. Give him... I once had a dog that consumed, like, 20 bones. It was on stream and I was just in disbelief the entire time. So, do you like the name Dylan, says Singing AJ? I'll be honest, it's not in the top 10 names. It's not in the top 100 names. I don't hate it though, just because of the Sweet Life, I think it was called. That show. Also, hey there, buddy. How's it going down there? You enjoying whatever's going on there? Okay, that's a thing. The onion is dead. The onion has in fact died. I won't be able to make it to the streams after tomorrow. This could be my last one. Are you dying, froggy fella? Also, I still don't understand the onion. It's in the fridge now, right? Oh, the onion! I need to, like, cook that in something soon. Oh! There's the last dog. I need one more dog for that achievement. If you look carefully. Oh, it's all the way down here. I've got one more dog to go until I've tamed 5 dogs in survival. And you know what? I feel like... Is that true? Yeah, I've got... Oh, it says 2, but so that was before this one. If I tame this dog, I'll get me an achievement. And you know what? I value achievements way too highly. Like, they are worthless on every objective level. But I have a love of achievements. Let's just... I have a love affair with those. But yeah, I need to go deal with the onion at some point soon. My fridge does smell very oniony. And I'm just... It's one of those things I don't think about. But I totally need to start dealing with in some capacity. Also, look at all this gunpowder we have. We can make so many fireworks. So we'll take 12 out along with all of this. And then we'll take 2 more out. And there we go. Now we got ourselves all the fireworks we could ever need. More than can fit in one stack, which is slightly awkward. Okay, so sidetracks aside. You know, the first 5 minutes of these streams, or 10 minutes, or I think it was 20 minutes last time, we're going to go on some side quests. But side quests, I've said this before, and it's a very cliche thing, but it's all about the journey. It's not about the destination. You know, there are plenty of destinations in the world and in life. And there are probably better destinations than where you're going. Like, there we go, look at that. See? Leader of the pack. You know him well. He's finally back to, I guess you could go the regular DK rap to kick some tail. Doesn't quite work here, but oh, he's gonna follow me, is he? Okay, so we got a dog for the day. That's a thing. So we'll throw away these bones. And do I have any dye on me? I don't have any dye. Otherwise I'd like dye the color or do something like that. Okay, so we've got to sleep. I do have a bed on me. I do not have a bed on me, I left it somewhere. So, the good news is I have one bit of white wool. And I have a bed just over here. So we'll go to sleep for the night. And then we'll go to the blue ice. It will happen. Wrap it in tinfoil. Yeah, that's probably a good idea. I've never, like, cut open an onion and then just left it before. I'll be honest, it's, like, just not something I'm experienced in the realm of. So yeah, we'll kill these 2 sheeps, first of all. You'll give me... I just want the wool, honestly. Oh, look how many sheep there is here. This is a hotbed of activity right here. So, no mutton for me. I'll drop that for the... Actually, no, we'll eat it now. Just because then I can, like, save my cooked salmon. Because raw mutton is a really low quality food. But, like, you know, you gotta do what you gotta do sometimes. And then you finish up with a cooked salmon, which has a higher saturation. So... Are you inviting Jeremy to your birthday? Okay, get this right. I know Jeremy's, like, a character most people in the stream don't know, so this is gonna be the weirdest thing. But, I actually forgot to invite Jeremy, like, as in, like, I just genuinely was like, you know, I'll do it at the last minute when we know what we're doing. And I sent him an invite yesterday. I'm like, oh, it's my birthday tomorrow. You want to come along, right? And he's like, sorry, already got plans. And I was like, it's my birthday, man. And he's like, ah, sorry, already booked the train. And it's like, this is a deeply regrettable activity. Because, you know, I don't care about birthdays that much, but I know other people care about birthdays. So it's like a great snub, if you will. No, I'm not actually hugely bothered about it. So for some reason it's saying I can't sleep here. So if I just move my bed closer to this is clearly the solution. There we go. And then we can go fly up and do stuff. So, okay, we got this sorted. Now we're going to go to the blue ice biome. So the reason I can't nether portal right there is because nether portals are really messed up in that area, it seems. And because of that, we're going to go do this whole thing. Who's Jeremy? Jeremy's one of the characters from Cooking with Toy Cat. Like, he's a real person. I'm saying he's a character, like he's Mickey Mouse or something. But he's very much a real person. So Cat, can you kill a sheep for me? I already did solo gamer. I killed 3 sheep for you. Or 2 sheep and a bit of wool came from somewhere else. Yay, Friday the 13th. Yeah, no, I feel like Friday the 13th is like... Again, it would annoy me if I died on Friday the 13th. Just because, like, some people would take it as, like, proof they're superstitious, right? It's like, don't you dare use my death to prove your insanity, you know? Like, you can be insane, and that's fine. But it's kind of like the same thing. Where it's like, you can clickbait my death, but don't you dare use my death to prove your ideology? Whatever it is. Anyway, so now we're going to head all the way this way. I know there's a coral reef somewhere around here. I just have no idea precisely where. And it's going to be a lot harder to find. Actually, I've got another portal lined up at it. So we just find that. For some reason, coral reefs and... Even though icebergs and coral reefs are literal opposites, it's easy to find them together, I find. That's my experience on the matter, I would say. So I think it's somewhere over here. I don't know why. I don't have any real conviction. Oh, here we go. Okay, well, close enough. So this is the iceberg biome. It's a brand new 1.4 biome. And one of the amazing things about it is there is packed ice, which is also quite rare. But most importantly, there is blue ice found all the way down here. It's like in the very depths of the icebergs, which is why we're going to need this conduit we're about to use. So first of all, throw away this lily pad, just taking up space. We're going to make like a central area, which is where my blue shulker box will go, because we're going to dump stuff in there later on the line, at least. So I'll put the looting book in there for now, and my helmet as well, just like, again, we'll deal with this as it comes up. And now we're going to go make a conduit underneath here, just so we can see all of this stuff more clearly, because we need to be able to mine that blue ice. Most of the blue ice is found underneath these guys. That makes it a little bit slow and annoying to get this stuff done. So let's go, I guess. We're going to place a block here first, just so we can place a block on top of it. Then we'll go up and around. I want to say like this. We need to swim up real quick. Oh no, I'm under ice. Okay, this is dangerous. Wait, did you see that? You can regenerate your oxygen at the top of the regular water. Oh, hello. Interesting. Cat, could you please reiterate your mini rant of people asking about console edition update Aquatic? Honestly, I'm convinced they won't hit. Like, it's really annoying when I say the same thing over and over again. Like, it's fine that like some people don't hear, but some people who do hear ask the same question. It's like, okay, do you want to know? See, look at that. You can just go to the top of ice. That's a bug. It's a bug I like though, because it it makes survival a little bit easier. So let's do this. We have to be real fast now. Place a block there. We're running out of time to get this conduit placed and this block removed, and then we'll have underwater vision. So if you've never seen conduit before, this is quite the cool thing. Oh, there we go. So now we have conduit powers underwater. We can breathe infinitely, as you can see. It's called the conduit power. And this makes it a lot easier to mine blue ice, because blue ice is always found in these weird locations. So what I recommend doing if you want to get blue ice is to make yourself like a foothold. So I'm going to break this block right here, for instance. Look how fast I'm mining it. And then we're going to stand on it, because if you're standing on a block, you mine much faster. Pro tips to Toy Cat. Like, even when you're underwater, you're standing on a block, you've got an efficiency 5 pickaxe with silk touch. It's still pretty slow, because blue ice is just that valuable a block. But it's worth the effort, I would say. It's worth the effort. So Kat, you sound like an American, says Necia Coward. I think one of the problems with the internet is you slowly, because I think like, I watch a lot of, I guess, American stuff. I think my accent is slowly losing its Britishness, which is something I'd like to rectify sometime. One of the fun things, like, in my opinion, about Arnold Schwarzenegger is I can't say his name without almost missaying it, so I'm extra cautious when I'm talking about it. But one of the crazy things about him is he's from Austria, and he's like, if you stay in America for too long, you'll lose your accent. So he like deliberately goes to an Austrian voice coach who teaches him how to keep an Austrian accent. That's why he still sounds like, yes, I am the... I can't even do his accent, like... But, you know, you get the point, like... It's pretty insane, right? Also, here's a fun thing. If you have the conduit power activated, it's sadder, like, when you're underwater, it looks pretty cool. When you're out of water, it gets really sad. So, pro tip right there. Two Cod on a Horse still coming, says One Nose Army. I am still working on the Two Hod on a Course script screenplay, is that what it's called? The thing that is a script, basically. Don't worry, it's that rom-com's coming to cinemas near you anytime now. So yeah, I know that 9-pack dice makes 1 blue ice Mario Maniac, but I think 9-pack dice is usually slower to get. Like, let's do the quick maths right here, like the quick comparison, because otherwise some people will be like, you know what, that's too slow, don't do that. So it's either 81 regular ice, 9-pack dice, or 1 blue ice to get 1 blue ice. Here's the speed of mining pack dice. So if you can mine this speed consistently, that's great, but I mean, eventually, you're gonna run out of pack dice, and also eventually, you know, like you're gonna have to go underwater, which is a real problem. Actually, I think the best like combination is to go underwater, get the conduit power, and then if we go above water, we can keep the faster mining. Yeah, look at that. There we go. Oh, this is like genuine speed. But I still think getting the blue ice is ideal if you can. It's just I'm clearly not doing it. Oh, okay, that's regular ice. So Aqua Affinity Turtle Helmet, that's a thing? Yeah. Yeah, you can in fact enchant your turtle helmet. Because I have a turtle farm, I've got so many scutes, or I'm gonna have so many scutes. Like, most of them haven't hatched yet. I'm literally counting my chickens before they hatched, by the way. Quick maths. So yeah, anyway, so let's quick maths here. This is the time it's taking to make 1 pack dice. Like, I would say 1, 2, 3. It's taking about a second per block, maybe a little more, like 1.2 or something. Whereas blue ice, if we can find it in the perfect situations, which I admittedly wasn't doing before, it's a little bit less than that. So I guess the problem is blue ice is mostly underwater. So you gotta factor in, like, if it takes less than 9 seconds for me to mine a blue ice, then it's still faster, even though it looks way slower. So right now, we're gonna try and get in this little gap here. Can I do that? Okay, wait, we're gonna swim a little bit. Try and swim into this gap. There we go. So 1, 2. Okay, this isn't. Okay, so while you're swimming in the air, it's not worthwhile. Also, look at this. As you like look up a little bit, you float. As you look down, you float down. That's a fun fact. Hello, Tukat. I've been watching you for 2 years and I love your content. Thank you so much, Rainer's Vein. Good to see you here. Can you not craft pack dice? You can, but then you'd have to craft like 9 regular ice to make pack dice. Like, it's definitely a debate between pack dice and blue ice. Also, where am I in water still? I genuinely don't know. Genuinely lost. So yeah, I think our best strategy is to find the ice below the water using my conduit power, then to go above the water and mine it from up there. Yeah, I think that's the best of both worlds solution, because then we can mine the pack dice while we get the blue ice. So for instance, we know there's some over here. So we're gonna mine this particular iceberg down. So we don't want to go too close to the water, but we will do stuff like this. Okay, so there's some water here. Gonna watch out for that mostly. You know, it's really hard to mine it this way. You know, we'll get a bunch of pack dice. If we have to turn it into blue ice, that's a thing we can do. But it's still kind of fun. Also, float down. I mean, floating down is definitely what we call sinking. That's what anchors do. They float down the ship. It's just, geez, guys, this is basic 101. Now you can reproduce the Titanic in Minecraft without building the iceberg. I mean, isn't that what everyone wants to do? Like, have you heard there's a ship called the Titanic too, and it's just like I feel like if you go on the Titanic too, again, it's a real ship, and the ship doesn't hit an iceberg, you're gonna be disappointed. Like, no one's going on that ship not expecting to die. So I feel like it's a bit misleading when it doesn't crash. Like, everyone's gonna be hyped for it. Also, what happens if you what happens when snow sinks into water? It probably breaks, right? Yeah, it breaks. Now we know. Do you have any school memories at IBX Toy Cat? I actually have 0 school memories. No memories of school whatsoever. My brain was actually erased when I was 17. It was pretty wild. Toy Cat is a very busy YouTuber, says the unknown. Honestly, I feel like I am. Like, it's probably not a good thing. Like, I probably should focus on condensing my schedule a bit more. But like, I like making a lot of videos the way I do right now. See, here we go. Okay, so this is the first block I have like natural access to, which isn't a good thing. Okay, so when you find a natural blue ice, it takes about 4.5 seconds. So it's double as fast to mine blue ice, but only if it's easily accessible, which it usually is not. Okay, there we go. How do you float down a ship? You put the anchor floats down. Again, I'm doubling down that it's not called sinking, it's called floating down. If you expect me to back down, then it's not going to happen. Floating down is a thing now. We have decided. It's just a thing. Also, I should have totally brought some regular sponges. Would have made this whole mining process a lot easier, I reckon. So yeah, oh wait, we also want to conduit this sort of stuff. Because I feel like blue ice, it's fun. They make a lot of blocks and updates that kind of like, they go well together. And I feel like one of the best examples is like, these conduits clearly were built for this blue ice. Like, look at the speed it goes if you're conduited up. You know, they've got, what's the word? Synergy? Yeah, synergy it is. Like, it's 3 seconds or something instead of whatever it was before. Oh, and it works even when you're in these little gaps here. That's a handy little thing to know. Okay, so we need something like, I was thinking about 500 to 1,000 blue ice. 700, let's say. And let's just say this is going to be quite the wild ride trying to get that many. I guess for now we'll go for 700-ish. Is that easy? Is that easily accomplished? I don't think so. Use haste. Yeah, if I had a regular beacon with me. Oh wait. No, here's the thing. It's as if like, you know, that's like on cool. Like, I've got a guy ready. Just be like, you know, gonna tell someone to get this going. But I actually do have a beacon ready to set up with me. One of the things that I've been doing recently is carrying a portable beacon, just for this very situation. So let's make myself, first of all, crafting table. So that, instead of that, throw that on the ground, just don't need it for now. So crafting table, I hope, there we go, there's the crafting table. Then we'll make a bed so we can sleep, because like working in the night is just not fun. Then we'll get a portable beacon and we'll have all of the speed factors in the game basically working alongside us. It's going to be wonderful. You're the best and I've been watching for a few months, this Brandy Range. Thank you so much, Brandy Range, for the nice comment. I don't read out all of the ones that are like, you know, saying stuff like that because I miss some, and also in some cases it's like, oh yeah, you know, I don't want to do it all stream. But thank you to all the people who are just like, this is their first stream, they're having fun, checking it out. I know I don't read all the chat, I know I don't, you know, it's physically impossible to respond to every message. But thank you to everyone who comes out and supports the stream, says hello, does a bit of chatting, it's a lot of fun. So yeah, I have suspicions this is pre-recorded because of the Discord status. Please crouch to prove this isn't re-recorded. I'm not going to crouch at all. That's just not a thing I'm going to do. Okay, so I think I want to put the dark prismarine away as well. I want to free up as much inventory space as I can. Then I want to dump this one down. I'm going to put my green box next to this one over here. And as you can see, I've got a beacon, and I've got enough to make a beacon, which is horribly convenient. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then we'll also throw our second fishing rod in here, the one that doesn't have mending. It's not really useful anymore. I just keep it around. And I guess we'll make our beacon here-ish. Yeah, let's just say here. Should cover the surrounding area. Then we need 1 bit of iron to throw in there, or 1 bit of gold. I'd say a bit of gold is probably cheap. No, a bit of iron's cheaper. So we'll throw some iron in there now. Get that haste effect going. And now we can get way more mined for our buck. Oh, that noise. That's a cool noise, right? Like the confirmation sound. Very Legend of Zelda. Very Legend of Zelda. Also, no, there are no phantoms in this update, P-Guy. They're a 1.6 feature, or a 1.13 feature, whereas this is the Aquatic update for Bedrock. So now we've got haste, but we can combine this haste with the conduit power, like this. So we've got conduit power, plus we've got haste. And basically together, it just makes us a demolisher. Not that much of a demolisher, actually. Like, it seems like they don't stack properly. I could be wrong. But it seems as though there's no huge bonus for stacking them. The easiest way is to try and break the blue ice again, I guess. Like, I was expecting that to, you know, like, be a bit better, I guess. But it was just kind of like, oh yeah, this is nice. So we'll go back inside here. God, let me in. What is stopping me from getting in here? Okay, there we go. That was bizarre. Okay, so we're gonna mine all the blue ice. Oh, we're just outside the range of the beacon. We did all of that for nothing. That's a shame. Casey, I mean, you're reading people's comments. How could it be recorded? Yeah, very good future predictions. I'm just guessing all these comments at the top of my head. I'm very impressive like that. It's one of my favorite things. He just puts a space cam over a pre-recorded video. Oh, that's entirely possible too, Lee Maker. You got a good point. You might have gone me entirely. So, I'm going to take a drink. So, on the point of smart water, here's the thing about smart water. Smart water is really smart. In fact, the only thing smarter than smart water is the people who don't drink it. Wait, what's the... I don't know how you do, like, what that... You know the black guy who, like, points to his head? That's what I was going for there. By the way, big thank you to Drift GTR13 for the $5 super chat. Hey, man, what are you doing? Watching for a while? Finally closed stream. It's good to see you, Drift GTR. Today in particular, I'm working on, like, a mega boat pathway. It's going to be a lot of fun, I think. It's good to see you here, though. And also, big thank you, Hannah Vibert, for the another $2 super chat. I love that she's showing up every day. Again, I'm pretty sure it's a she. I made this big mistake with Jordan, like, getting a he. Like, I thought it was a he, and it was actually a she. But Hannah, I think, is, like, definitely a female name, right? Like, I hope so. You know, if I get this from them, then I guess I can just never live anything down. But, yeah, big thank you, Hannah Vibert, for the $2 super chat. I love that she's been showing up every day from out and why not? Just saying, look, there we go. Appreciate it this much. Because I think that's an important thing on YouTube. Like, it's easy to think, like, well, everything just exists, right? But, like, I don't know, showing support for things is, like, it's a good thing to do, not just for your creator, but I think it's good for yourself, too. But that's just me. I mean, obviously, I'm a YouTuber, I would say that. Like, wow, I think when you give money to, say, me, is a really, really good thing. But no, it's legit, I would say. But, of course, I would say that. I'm just an evil, conniving toy cat. So, I'm subscribed because daddy, that's quite concerning, but appreciate the feedback anyway. See, I think we'll mine for most of the, I think we want to mine for most of the what is this even called? Packed ice first? Just because it'll be easier to get the blue ice after. Like, the blue ice is the prize here, it's what we're going for, it's what we want. But the packed ice has some value too. So, Hannah better be a female name. Oh, Jesus, man, that sounds like aggressive, like, ooh, it's not a female name, there's gonna be some problems. Sub to Cat been in the channel since 600k. Oh, that's awesome, man. Also, what's the fastest way to mine blue ice? Says One Nose Army. So I'm doing it right now, but it's still absurdly slow. You want to get a pickaxe with efficiency 5, like we've got right here. You want to get yourself, then on top of that, you want to get yourself preferably a beacon. If you can get haste 2, that's wonderful. I just have haste 1 because I'm poor. And that's just how it be. So actually, let's go around, let's like shovel all the snow off. Because we'll need this snow later anyway, probably. Like to make some snow islands, you know. So let's just grab all the snow that we can. All of the snow. And then let's break through it. Okay, there we go. Make this a little bit easier. And then if you have the conduit power too. Conduit power is meant to only work underwater, but you can keep refreshing it because these things are so close to water. So that's wonderful. You need Silk Touch, right? Oh yeah, so that's a key thing. You need to have Silk Touch to get these blocks. Okay, so here you can see there's some blue ice blocks. In fact, we'll wait for a little bit more, and then I can show you the true way. So I've got a quicker way, TNT. The trick though is TNT won't give you the blue ice, which we kind of need because we're going for that. That's a good idea regardless, though. So what is the current objective, Leono? Current objective is to get blue ice. We need as much blue ice as we can get. The blue ice white dragon, you could say, is our goal. And then I'm going to either make it above this biome or maybe just somewhere else. I want to make the big floating islands. And then we're going to attach that to a thing. So how is Turtle McTurtleface going, Toy Cat? Says Marymaniac. She's been breeding pretty well. I feel like that's most of her task. Sounds a little bit offensive to say it like that, actually, but that's what she's done. She's doing a very good job. So I've got 38 blue ice. I was going for something like 500. So we're like less than 10% done. But it gets faster as we go along, and also we can craft a lot later, so that'll be wonderful. Okay, so let me show you what it's like once we got all the effects combined. So we got conduit power, as well as beacon power, as well as efficiency 5 pickaxe. Like, you figure, it seems like it should go faster, right? It seems like it's being held back in some way. But, it's just weird like that, I guess. I hope it is blue ice. I was like, I hope I was mining blue ice this whole time. Would be pretty weird if I wasn't. So almost there, says Yammy. Yeah, we're like basically halfway there. I think we can say that pretty easily. Turtle McTurtleface is the best turtle in Minecraft. I totally agree. So yeah, I was considering streaming tomorrow, like before, like maybe like 4 PM before I went out or something. And I wanted some ideas of like what should a birthday stream be, you know? Like, cause so again, I know it's like a common thing with other streamers, but I'm not really a streamer. I'm someone who streams. You know, like there's a difference. Like, it's like if you're a plumber, you're expected to know about plumbing, and but you know, if I just happen to be working my taps, then I'm just a plumbing person. Also, the realm destructions thing, I'm gonna deal with it. Like, it's gonna come back, but like, there's no point bringing back applications till it's coming back. Marymaniac. Also, can blue ice be compared to obsidian resistance-wise? See, it's weird because I feel like it is sort of like obsidian, but it seems to be mined a little bit faster. Also, Casey asks, who is Turtle McTurtleface? I've missed too many streams recently. So yesterday, after like 3 hours of like craziness, I was just like, look, I've got some turtles here. I've got some name tags. We've got to pick some names. Chat can name it. And then, as you might expect, chat named the Turtle McTurtleface. Because of course, that's the internet. It's the internet. So that's right, everybody. It's Toy Cat's birthday eve today. It's Toy Cat's birthday eve. Also, yeah, it's like chat raised a good point. It's like when I do cooking with Toy Cat, I'm not a cook, but I am cooking still. Even if very badly, even if very questionably, it is still cooking, and it is still cooking with Toy Cat. So key words there, key stuff going on there. Okay, so now, I feel like getting blue ice is like a real challenge. Like, it's such a rare commodity that I think we're earning like every last block of blue ice we get. I would say we've earned. Is there blue ice under here? Seeing any blue ice? Any blue ice? I don't see any blue ice. So yeah, we want to. Oh, okay. This is the motherload of blue ice. So we're gonna go for it. We're gonna. I don't know how we're gonna go for it actually. Now that's the problem. Like all these blue ice spikes, they're so tricky to properly get your hands on. But I guess this does the job. Like on a technical level, there's nothing incorrect about this. So as I've said, why not do Quick Flash? It's a party game where fans can join in with a code and answer questions. I actually, you know, I've seen fun tools like that for streams. I know that was that game. It was called like Party Hard, where like the chat decided what enemies you'd face. Like they could be like lightning, or you know, stuff like that. It's a fun idea actually. There's a lot of fun ideas of streaming like that. I'd love to get hooked up sometime. Is that a blue carrot? Yes, this is a blue carrot. I don't know what you're actually referring to of the blue carrot, but yeah, it's a blue carrot. Happy 23rd birthday. Here's the wild thing. In most of the time zones in the world, where most of the people live in the world, I've turned 23 already. And I don't know why, but I can't wrap my head around the fact that, let's say you're 20 in America, right? But you're 21, like, but you know, it's already past midnight in a lot of places. That means you're 21 if you live in if you're currently in Australia, but you're 20 in America. If you try to buy something online in America, they'll ask your age, they'll turn you down. If you go out in public in Australia, let's say, you'd be able to get the thing if it was a 21 restricted item. Obviously, most things that are 21 in America, you can buy at any age everywhere else. And the things that you can buy at 18 in America, you can't ever buy anywhere else. You know, it's a complex situation. Also, yeah, you're 23 for me. I live in South Africa, says Alex Deer. See that? I don't know. I guess it's because age is a stupid concept, which is what pedophiles say. So I try to be very careful about. I try to be very careful about why I'm saying that. But like, age is a silly idea because, you know, like we wrap so much into age. When people say age is just a number, they're correct, but they're always using it for nefarious purposes. But it is true. Age is just the number of years that you have been alive. But then the way you calculate it is different. And we put way too many, like, things based on that age. Like, you know, there should... I don't know how else you could better do it, but it's still weird, the fact that you could be legally able to buy something in one country and not legal in the country if you bought it online. Depends on what hour of the day you were born. Also, yeah, that's the point, like, if we're being really precise about this, we're saying, okay, birthdays are really important, why don't we do it down to the hour? Like, if I was born in the early morning, so I should be able to go buy my snacks in the early morning. And if we're saying it's arbitrary and it's all based on the date, if I go to a club in America, because you have to be 21 to get into anywhere with alcohol, when I'm 20 and it's 11:56, should that place let me in? No, right? But I mean, it's arbitrary, so they clearly should. I don't know. It's mildly annoying. Also, this is totally like Obsidian. But it means we can do, like, podcast Toy Cat time, which is everyone's favorite thing on these streams, right? So, do you want me to tell you about my shopping trip I went on earlier today? It was exhilarating. Went to the local Aldi, like a good German supermarket. But no, there's two supermarkets next to each other where I live. And, at one, I go to one of them just to buy ice cream. Long story, but I like ice cream, okay? So I went to go buy some ice cream. And as I got to the aisle, there's this woman in front of me. And she, like, just as literally the section of the freezer I want to use, she knocks down something and, like, 20 tubs of Ben & Jerry's come falling down. And it's like, oh, this is, you know, like, what, do I pretend I haven't seen this? Do I walk away? So I just decide to, like, you know, walk towards it, act as if nothing's fallen down, just give her the benefit of the doubt. And I realized she was my teacher from, like, 10 years ago. And there's something really weird about finding your teachers, like, 10 years later. Yeah, it would be 10 years. I would have been 12 or 13 last time she was my teacher. And now I'm 22 or 23. Wow, look at that. Perfect full circle. But no, it's really weird that, it's really kind of strange that, like, she's like a real person and, like, she's making, like, embarrassing supermarket mistakes. But she looks exactly the same. Like, this teacher from then to now. Like, that was half my life ago. And, you know, to her, like, it's just another day. And I don't know, something about that in particular. Because, you know, teachers, they're like, they've got this special role in your life, right? So seeing them not age, or seeing them age, or seeing them, like, have real lives. I don't know, I feel like teachers should have, like, a special teacher village. Where, like, they can pretend that they're, like, you know, not normal people or whatever. I don't know what I'm saying here. I'm just saying teachers in real life is a confusing thing. So why is it called ice cream when it isn't ice? You raise a very good point. Well, I mean, it is like, ice is like frozen water, right? So you use it to denote that something's frozen. And it's some derivative of milk product, I want to say. Which is also what cream is. You know, I shouldn't be defending ice cream here. But, you know, I want to do it regardless. So I've got a problem here, I think. Which is that my beacon is either not close enough. Actually, let's see. Does the beacon refresh while I'm down here? Because I'm within 20 blocks. But maybe it shouldn't refresh. Okay, it does refresh. It's not. Because it used to be, on console, it used to be based on height. And I was curious if that carried over. Apparently not. So we're going to try and swim back into this one. Oh, hello, drowned. Somehow, like, this just became a hot spot of activity, it seems. So kill the creeper. It doesn't matter if he explodes, because he's in water. Pro tips for Toy Cat. Okay, let's mine these remaining blue ice blocks. They're so much easier to get than the other ones. but a special teacher village. £1,000,000 idea here. I'm telling you, like, we need to separate them from the rest of life. I remember a teacher. I had a teacher. She was called Mr. Swim. So she was that was her name. It was Mr. Swim. And she was a delightful teacher, but like a teacher that we didn't really like. If you get what I'm saying, you know that type of teacher. And she deliberately said when she left, like, I'll probably see you in the supermarkets and stuff. And I was like, oh god, do I have to not go to the local supermarket for 10 years now? And I guess that's the risk you run, you know. Now I have to always go during school hours. Otherwise I'll meet her and it'll be like, hey, you taught me things 6 years ago. That was great. It's a shame that like when you run into someone, there are sometimes you want to say hello, but you're like, they won't want to talk to me. And then I imagine there's some times where you both think that to each other. You're like, yeah, they don't like, person or a friend or whatever. Happens in the street all the time too. Like sometimes people just say like, hey man, and I'm like, are we starting a conversation while I'm walking the opposite direction? Are you gonna turn around? Do you expect me to turn around for this conversation? I'm not like that deep in this one. Maybe toy catch play birthday Monopoly. That's a fun idea. No, it's not. It's terrible. I had a teacher, and then my niece had the same one 10 years later at a different school. It was really weird. See, that's especially strange. Like, I imagine for the teacher, it's weirder. It's like a reminder of how old they're getting. They're like, I taught your niece, and oh my god, I haven't lived any of my dreams. I'm still shopping and making mistakes in the ice cream aisle. Because like I was like a little bit depressed for that teacher, if I'm being entirely honest. I was like, wow, their life has not changed at all in these last 10 years. And if anything, it's gotten worse because now they're like, they've got to deal with being older. They've got to deal with. Actually, I remember this on the spot right now. That exact same teacher, the same one who had the ice cream aisle mistake. So I want to be really sparse on details because it's the internet in 2018. But she basically, I met her at like it was my birthday, so I was a little bit drunk, as you might imagine. And I met her in a random pub, and she was just like being very strange with some other female friends there. That's all I'll say. And it was deeply concerning. Never been so concerned. My first grade's teaches kids and grandkids, well, my next door neighbors. Sometimes she visits them. It's really weird seeing her sometimes. Right, like if a teacher should not be allowed to be a person too. My brother's, because this is a silly relationship. My brother's friend's little brother's, like half brother's mother, was my like year 3 teacher. She was one of my favorite teachers. So it was weird seeing her at the time and being like, oh, what about this? By the way, I don't know how I was in a situation where I was alone with my brother's friend's little brother and his mother. I genuinely like. There's a lot of moments in my life that I have to like really dig back onto how that came up, but that happened. Don't know how. So, Toycat, you're turning into a legendary gamer. Legendary. Thank you. Do you have any plans to go to Australia? Oh, I love Austria. They're with the Germans and the this joke works better in reverse. Making fun of Austria and calling it Australia. My parents are teachers, lol, says Leanne Vandermeer. So I hate to break this to you, Leanne, but you're gonna have to go and live in one of the you're gonna have to go live in one of those teaching villages with your parents. Like, it seems cruel now, but I think it's just for the best, Like, no point. Also, didn't I just get rid of all the snow? Does it really come back that fast? Like, seriously? But yeah, I hate to break it to you. I think you're gonna have to go and live in one of these teaching villages. It's just how we're gonna have to do things. Cool. What is 7th for you? My grade that I'm going into 8th is junior high. Honestly, American like grade systems confuse me. It's like I'm in middle school now, and now we're in junior high, and now there's high school, and then there's like, instead of just referring to each other as like 9th graders, 10th graders, 10th graders, 11th graders, or whatever. I don't know what the grades are. They're like, that's a junior, that's a sophomore, that's a freshman, that's a senior. And it's like you have to learn all the grades because in American movies, they're just, they don't say like they're this old. They're like, oh, they're a sophomore. You don't have a chance of them. It's like, what is a sophomore? What does that word even mean? It sounds Greek. I'm just saying. Mild annoyance here. Hi, IBX Toycat. I'm a General Superior. Welcome, Mr. General Superior. The weather in Canada here is awesome. .7. I wish I lived in Canada during the summers like this, because like the really bad days there are like 23 degrees, and it's like that is my dream bad day. It was 23 degrees here, and it was like kind of nice outside. It's like, okay, can deal with that for a few days. It's the heat waves that really get you. Junior high is still a thing? I thought that didn't exist anymore. I'm not sure. You know, someone in the chat said it. I don't live in America. Everyone's so confused. Like, everyone's saying it's not a thing. And it's like, okay, someone lied. Someone in the chat. They got their info from American movies. It's now dated. Now we know the truth. It's still a thing. It depends on where you live. Well, now we know. So yeah, I'm gonna move. See, placing the beacon here. I didn't realize it was such a bad idea at the time. So I can double down on my idea. You know what, let's double down on my idea. So let's just place more iron blocks around it. Just because, I mean, again, we're already here. It's a bit easier to extend a beacon than to build a new one. Because otherwise we're wasting a bit of iron, whereas this way we're just replacing bits of iron. And plus the range will be extended, so it'll work for more things. You know, it just makes more sense. So, all the way underneath. Let's get a level 2 beacon going on here. And then the effect should stop wearing out just as I get to the outside. Because that's a mildly annoying thing that keeps happening. Okay, there we go. Level 2 beacon should be completed. I hope I didn't miss a block. That would be mildly frustrating. We can go for level 3 as well, but it's not worth the time effort graph is not great there. So the weather here is getting better. It's still not great, wouldn't you agree? Yeah, I would say the weather is like, it's possible now, you know? Like, it's not my ideal weather, but I can live with it. I can live my normal day. Whereas the weather was literally before just like, well, to my body, I just want to curl in a ball and die. I wanted to nap all day, every day. That's all my body had the mental capacity to do. And not doing so was a big amount of effort, I would say. See, I'm very good with my English words. Bigly. So yeah, we're gonna try and mine this. Actually, let's stick to one iceberg at a time. So yeah, it's clearly better to mine the blue ice specifically, like exclusively, I should say. But it's having a lot of like consequences to try and do it. The Dutch school system must be very confusing. I think you might have explained it to me once, Leanne. I was confused beyond belief. I was like, well, there's this, and then there's that, and then there's that, and then it's like, oh, and I'm one of these, and it's like, whoa, what is all of that? That's the thing. I think I was trying to work it out, and I was like, oh, so that means you're this, and then you're like, nope, I'm that, and it's like, well, I'm glad I don't go to school in the Netherlands. What even is grades for me? I have primaries. So yeah, in the UK, we call grades years, and then we have primary, secondary, except in some parts of the country where there's still the old system of, I don't know how it goes, it's like grammar and preparatory, I don't know what the other one's called. And then there's other parts of the UK still that use a third system that I don't like to talk about too much, for private reasons. I think that sounds way more suspicious than it is, but I'm just going to leave that how it is. So there's a lot of systems in the UK as well. Like, the truth is like, schooling is one of those things. It's a really imprecise science, where it's like, most of what schooling is like, getting you to get out of your parents' hands. That's the reason parents like it. That's the reason they want it to be good, because it's like, well, if I'm going to send them there all day, hopefully that gives them some skills, so I don't have to bother them. Scotland's education system is different as well. Oh, okay, this really, okay, so in the UK, we have the wildest, like, breakdown of, like, how things work. But, it's like, if you live in America, the best way to describe it is the opposite of America. Where I believe in America, the states give the federal government the power to control the states. But there's this really weird law. It makes a lot of sense, actually. But the UK government is the most, like, the UK government has power over everything in the UK. There is no law that can be written that can take away power from a future UK government. You know, no law can, any future law overwrites the previous one, which basically means that we can never create a true system where the local governments have real. It's government systems. You here to hear that? But it's a really fun like distinction to get into. That basically, whereas the US, like the states have all the powers, in the UK it's all centralized and then given. It's in the US the power is taken, in the UK it's taken. Oh no, so it's given. And there you go, fun facts. Look at us, we're talking about government and politics. Honestly, I will say though, if you've never looked into because I mean everyone just assumes that like there's these magic people, they run for election, and then some laws magically pop out, but it's like, oh yeah, there's a wildly complex underlying thing that's different from country to country. Whereas online, like people said it like it's all the same, like Germany, UK, France, it's all the same. You vote for a guy does the opposite of what you say, and then you vote for another guy. But it's more complex. You care because you reply. It says it's /2K. I love you too. So, sorry, I can't give a super chat. That's all cool, Mr. General Superior. Again, the whole point of like super chat is like it's a tip. If you wanna support, you wanna help out, you wanna give back. I don't know what the word would be, but like that's what it's there for. If you hate me and you don't want to give back at all, then like there's no way for me to force you. And if you're just in a situation where you have like a financial limitation, which is a lot of people in life, I get it. Not everyone can super chat at every time. It makes sense. It makes sense. So dab police. I hope the dab police don't see this. Do a dab. I refuse. So UFO sighting, not fake. Look closely. I feel like UFO sightings are fake. Literally 100% of the time. The day we have a real UFO sighting, it'll be less than random conspiracy people on the internet, right? So school is stereotypically hated thing. Have we spent so long talking about it? I wasn't talking about school. I think I was talking about... Oh no, it was because I was trying to explain that like in Scotland, everything there just works a little bit differently. But because of that UK distinction of like powers are given, not taken. There's like there's a few really big annoyances that if you mention, like I feel like it angers Scottish people. But you're not just for fun. Here's a really fun fact, right? So the UK government, it's one whole government for the UK as a whole. And as a weird result of this, if you live anywhere in the UK, you have to pay like student fees and a few other things, prescription charges. You have to pay. In Northern Ireland, you don't have to pay for water. Like water's just covered by the government. But in England, it's always the worst for the world. And as someone who lives in England, and is constantly told that like England is the worst of the countries or whatever, it's like, wait, we pay for everything. We pay for like those other countries not to pay for it as well. It drives me mildly insane. Like, fun fact, living in the UK is complex. And one of the things is it's literally like 6,000 a year that the Scottish government pays for you if you go to university in England, if you're a Scottish person. It doesn't apply if you're an English person going to a Scottish university. It's like literally based like, it's like a, I don't know, it's crazy. But anyway, you're not here to hear about the UK. But there's a fun thing. Oh wait, pro tip. If you come to the UK to study, or just to do something else, because they base it on residence, not nationality, because otherwise that's like a straight up racist policy, right? Go live in Scotland or Wales and you get some stuff subsidised. Or if you want free water, go live in Northern Ireland. I still don't understand why that is. Like, I've looked into it a few times. It's like they just forgot to make it not free. And now when they try to make it not free, people complain. So there you go. Fun fact: go to Northern Ireland. It's got the highest terrorism rate in the UK. But I mean, on the other hand, free water. It is like a hard trade-off, like there, right? Like, well, I mean, am I gonna die by terrorism? Probably not. But am I gonna live because of free water? I'm just saying, probably. Can I just say, it shocked me at what... Like, there's a lot of things in life. Maybe this is just me, but like... Because when you live with your parents, they don't tell you what costs money, right? You just assume that some things are free. It blew my mind when I realized that it literally blew my mind when I realized that like water costs money. I was like, you pay for water. How do you pay for? How does that even make sense? And it's like, yeah, the water company makes a guess at how much water you might use based on I don't know what they've been based on. It's based on the size of your house, and then they'll charge you a certain amount to bring the water to you, and a certain amount to take it away. And it's like, what? and okay, so when I moved into this house, I realized like, okay, I'm gonna have to pay for water. One of the weirdest things in the world. And they charged me like, they just assume like, well, unless you tell us otherwise, we assume you're a family of 5 running 16 baths a day and running 8 loads of washing. It's like, you've got my water. I don't know, it's crazy. Literally, there are so many things. This is how electricity works in a lot of countries. So fun fact, go live in a poorer country. Electricity is either free in a lot of South America, or it's a flat rate. No matter how much electricity you use, like, it doesn't cost more. I don't know, it's crazy. By the way, thank you for showing up, Swelly. Good to see, but water isn't really expensive. I paid £500 last year for water, which isn't a lot, right? Like, £500 in a year is, what, like £1 a day? But, like, that's a lot of water. That's, like, I've got the bill somewhere. It's, like, 1,500 cubic, like, tons of water. And, I don't know. Did you have to cut back your pizza spending? I did. Do you know how many pizzas they charged me for water? Like, yeah, I'm just saying. Like, smart water, £3 for 12 bottles. Water from... I don't know, it's crazy. I have an English accent and an anti-English place. Ah, that's how you get stabbed, Jura, in Northern Ireland. Because I've been to Northern Ireland, because my stepmother is Northern Irish. She always told me a few stories about how, like, the way I don't believe this because this is too ridiculous, but because there's this big like, I think it's not even anti-British, but it's like like, it's just like a fun, like, there's a big war, like, Northern Ireland's a big place. Let's not talk about it too much, but, like, she said, like, the way people decided if you were, like, one of their team or one of the other team is they asked you to say the alphabet, and apparently English people say H, like, we say H. Oh no, do we say H or H? I honestly don't know anymore. But it's like, some people say H, some people say H, and it's like, they'd beat you up if you said H the wrong way. And it's like, this is an inefficient method for determining who is a bad person. Smart water, higher IQ than regular water. The only thing smarter than smart water is literally anything else. Literally anything else. But again, it's just like, it annoys me that they can sell it for so cheap, because clearly it shows how much other water companies are. It shows me how much other water companies... Oh, what's that? Oh, whoa, did you see that? The game lagged. Like, it shows how much profit other water companies must be making. If Coca-Cola can sell less than 25p a bottle, still make mad bank. I don't even know which H I say. Right, it's one of those things, I can't work it out on top of my head. But they'd worked out that one of the sides was saying H and one was saying H. It's the weirdest thing. So, Singing AJ says H. That's known as gravity. Wait, say in the chat right now, do you say H or H? So H with an A or H with a H at the start? Like, H... Oh, this is impossible to even discuss. But tell me in chat right now, which way do you say H? Like H or H? So like hey or like A? Irish for whiskey is the water of life. I think in Northern Ireland it's not so big, but I haven't been in a while. I say H. Hatch. H, both. See, right, I say both too. Like, it's impossible to work out on the spot. It's like, they both sound like the things I'd say. That's the absurd thing. So now, by the way, half of your chat, I've just worked out. You're on the wrong side of this war, and we're going to beat you up, and we're going to steal your car. So, I'm sorry. If you said... Actually, I'm going to look this one up. H or H pronounce... wait. Okay, I've looked it up. Aha! Here we go. Okay, I found it. It's on Quora. So, if you are in... Okay, wait. Okay, so... The wrong people say it H, and the right people say it H. According to, you know, the terrorists. I'm just... I hope I think that's offensive. I'm sorry. Don't kill me. Don't kill me. No, the majority say H, which makes them the bad people, and the minority say H, which makes them the good guys. Sometimes I don't even say H. I skip it like a cockney. There's some A over in the house, and I've got some ands here. You know, that's a good point. You know, how about we remove H as a word? I think I say H more than H probably, but I'm not sure. I don't know if that's how Americans say it. If I just say it wrong. So yeah, if you say it without the H, then I'm stealing your car. I'm sorry. That's just a thing I've decided to do. I just looked it up, and water is €1.16 per meter cubed, 1,000 liters in the Netherlands. See, that's quite cheap, right? 1,000 liters for €1.16. Versus if you buy a liter bottle, it's probably like 1 liter costs that much. But I will say that I think like you use 1,000 liters a lot faster than you think you do, because the real catch is you pay for. We're really talking about water use, but this is actually important. Okay, life lessons of Toycat. So if you ever move out, one of the things you might end up doing is paying for water. So here's the trick: water is cheap, sewage is expensive. Like really getting water into your house doesn't take that much effort. But getting sewerage to go away, that's what you pay them a lot for. And it makes sense, because if they color... Oh, by the way, thank you, Phantom500, so much for the 99-cent super chat. Really appreciate you, man. Please don't steal my car, I need that. Sorry, you say H the wrong way. It's getting stolen regardless, Jessica Clark. It's gone. It's mine now. You should have thought about that before you started saying H the wrong way. Should have been one of us, rather than one of them. But no, it's funny. One of my favorite things is like regions of the world where there's like two distinct groups. Sometimes I try to pick a side just for fun. Like I think there's like a few places where you have to just not even try jokingly because people won't get the joke. Like when it comes to like Israel, you don't even try and make a joke. You say the word Palestine and it's like, oh gosh, this is too much for me. So I'm from California. What's this water you talk about? Here's the thing. There's a drought in California at, like, all times of year, I think. But as far as, like, I've been to California and I've, like, consumed water. So I don't know what this drought is coming from, but clearly it's not... Clearly I just don't understand droughts, I guess. But yeah, I've been to California. There is plenty of water. As best I can tell. I'm flexible. H is... even though I don't have a car. Sorry, I've stolen your car already. That's why you don't have one now. As far as I know, it's always H here. I think these things have, like, probably, like, big historical reasons. But no, it's actually because there's, like, bad people and good people. And you're not the good people, so you get your car stolen. One of the places you shouldn't joke about, English Canada versus French Canada. Nah, I'm totally joking about that. Like, English Canada is clearly the better Canada, right? Like, when you think about French-speaking countries, French Canada's never on your list. It's like, oh, that place. I guess they invented, poutine. And it's like, well, poutine is it's good. It's really solid, but it's just cheese on fries, you know? Like, there's a takeaway place near me that has invented cheese on fries as well. Ocean State girl here. Wait, Ocean State. So every state in America has a name attached to it. So Georgia is the Peaches State. Florida is the Sunshine State. And the Ocean State is New Jersey. Did I get that? Did I get that? It's one of my favorite things. Like, whenever there's like a 50-state game, you gotta like try and remember them all. By the way, big thank you for the second 79p super chat, Elian EWS. Really appreciate the random blacked out profile picture and the 79p. The feeling is what counts here. I think. Thank you so much, Elian. Elian? Elliot? Maybe? I'm not even sure. So let's see if I got it. No. That's Australia. So Australia is the ocean state. Well, that's now I learned. No, I let's see if I got it. The Golden State for the win. Golden State, I'm gonna assume is like Wyoming, cause like no wait, golden probably means it's like a rich state. So California is the Golden State. I'm gonna look that one up. The Golden State. Actually, I can probably mine while I look this up. The Golden. Oh wait, I'm gonna have to switch directions. The Golden State. It is California. Oh my gosh, look at me. Because all the gold, like all the gold miners were there all those years ago. Okay, chat, give me state names, and I'll try and guess which state you're from, or which state it is. I'm pretty good at that. I'm not completely sure how I say it, but I think you try to say H. So don't steal a car, even though I don't plan on learning how to drive. I think if you live in America, you have to learn how to drive, Casey. It's like, it's like, you know, like trying to live in like, I don't know, like somewhere in northern England without knowing English, or like trying to live in Germany without eating sausage. Like, it's just a no, I honestly think like there's a lot of places in the world that are hostile for not driving, and America's probably like top 20 countries for you can't live here without a car. Because I don't know, like if you're like a friend in another state, it's like, well, how do you get between states? Well, you fly, and it costs absurd amounts because they've got a very bizarre duopoly, triopoly, or pretty much nothing else. Okay, so we've got the education state. Where do people get educated in America? I'm gonna guess that's not a real state. I'm gonna guess it's not a real state. There isn't a state where people get educated. The Lone Star State, Texas, easy, right? Like that's not even a question. In Canada, you can't live without a car. Yeah, I think all the really big countries without much infrastructure, like there's one rail line across Canada and then a few provincial ones. Like you can live in Toronto without a car, but you can't live in that. So you're saying I can't live in Germany? If you don't eat worst, are you a vegetarian, Leanne? We're gonna get into a fight. No, I'm just. Is that what this is? Ocean State is Rhode Island. No way, Ocean State is New Jersey. You're lying to me. Google's lying to me. You set it up. I doubled down on that. I don't know American state. The Bay State, Connecticut. I think that's a bay. The State of Confusion. Ah, that would be my good friends over in Delaware. As in, Delaware? Are you sure that's a state? I'm pretty confused. So, the Deaf State. Lincoln State. That has to be Illinois. Illinois is proud of 2 presidents. Like, they've got not very much going for them. No, I like Illinois for a lot of reasons. I don't like one person in Illinois, and as a result, I hate the whole state. Wait, can I tell a quick story? So, I never uploaded this video to 2Cat, and I'm so glad I didn't, by the way. Well, I did upload it, but I never made it public. But, I know precisely one person from Illinois. Also, the State of Depression is totally... That's Wyoming. The Aloha State, that's not even a challenge. That's Hawaii. The Natural State, Idaho. That's right, Idaho. So yeah, I think we need to find more blue ice. Like, even if it kills us, like, just the amount of packed ice we're getting here, it's just not efficient for what we want to be doing. This is going to be really satisfying at the end, though, so stay tuned for that. Look at the speed this goes at. We need some water up in here. As soon as it floods in, I'll be happy. The Great Lakes State, that's Michigan. Maybe Minnesota. All of the license plates in Minnesota say 10,000 lakes, even though that's not the number of lakes they have. I never questioned it. I just went along with it. So, tell your story. I don't know my story. I'm sorry. What was my story? Tell me. Oh, my story about the person in Illinois. Okay. So, I knew. I've only ever known one person from Illinois. I knew them because I played Halo with them back in like 2000 and... Jesus, I'm old. 9 years ago now. And would have been, yeah, it would have been, it was like, no, it would have been like 6 years ago now. It's 9 years ago if I was their age, because I guess that means they're 3 years younger than me. So, yeah, I played Halo with them, and one day, long story, I actually met them in real life, and it was a lot of fun. And then another time, met them in real life again. You know, fun coincidences happen. And they cut them, like, we were like halfway through, like a 3-day hanging out session, let's call it that. And here's the thing, right? In like day 1.5 or 3 of said activities, they were just weirded out, and they're like, I need to go home. I don't know how to deal with that. And that they accused me of the thing, and I was like, no way. That's something you make up, like, to leave someone. And then later on, I found out it was a real thing. And now, like, cause like, you know, our let's call it our relationship is destroyed. You know, it's never coming back. But it is something that I've been thinking about for quite some time since then. Like, you know what? If you hate someone over something stupid that you then later realize is a lie, how do you fix that? Do you even try to fix that? Is that like your deal? I don't know for sure, but I feel a little bit guilty now. It's like, oh, you had a right to hate me, and I thought that was just them saying like, okay, I'm done with this, but it was a legit reason. And fun fact, I don't want to go into like too many details and all of the stuff. There's a 2cat video that's never been uploaded. Oh, by the way, in case you think it's sad, this is 2 years ago now, and it led to some good things in the end. I said this is like BS people say to make you justify bad things in their life, but everything happens for a reason, and in this case, it worked out for me. So, although I missed a message from Casey in response to something else I said. The bus works well enough to get from home to school in like 2 hours, and I can walk places. And I don't plan on living where I live now forever, so the public transport is probably better in other places. I think there's a... let me make this prediction. So right now, this is one of my most offensive opinions, I feel like. So if everyone listening, if you disagree with me, think I'm crazy, and then just say, you know, in 2 years he'll regret this. That's fine. So, okay. So, again, you can disagree with this as much as you like. But my personal theory is that people who want to live where they were born are less successful on average than people who move around. I think, just statistically speaking, it's true. And I think, like, there's something about it that makes it extra true. But, like, if you move around, even just between states in America, because states are pretty far apart. But if you're willing to move, like, from city to city, state to state, you're more likely to be whatever you define as successful, like happy relationship, higher income, whatever else. This is the vaguest story ever. Should I try and tell a Vegas story? Like, you know, because I realized I missed, like, a lot of the fun details there. It's a 33-minute video. I'll in, like, 5 years, I'll share it, but, like... Yeah, I'll public the exact video, or like react to it or something, I don't know. But it's a story that's definitely not right for YouTube right now. Have you played Season 5 of Fortnite yet? Or are you done with it? I'm sadly done with it. I'm ready for the next game to take over. That's just my opinion, sadly. So yeah, this is horribly inefficient, but at least we're getting the stuff done. Okay, let's try and tell the vaguest story in the world. But yeah, that's my opinion. I feel like if you intend on living where you do right now, you might be successful. You might have all the things you want in the world. But the odds are the perfect thing for you is not in the place you happen to be born. You know how people make that like meme about how like, oh, the things you believe just so happen to be exactly the same things your parents believe. It's like, no. When you create a new life from scratch, statistically speaking, it's going to be different than the two lives that created it. I mean, that's like... Is that even controversial thought? Like, if you think you're exactly the same as your parents, then yeah, you're in the perfect place already. But if you want to make a thing for yourself from scratch... Oh, there's been an underwater ruin in this place this whole time. Huh. That would have been good to know about. How about we do a little side quest? No, we're gonna stick to this. Gonna get this done. The thing is, the Netherlands is so small. I mean, it's small, but like, I want to say like from one end to the other, it's still a few hours, right? You gotta pick a different country, Leanne. Here's the I genuinely feel bad for like, I would say anyone living in a small country in Europe. Maybe not the Netherlands, because in the Netherlands they speak perfect English. At least that's my experience with the Netherlands. I know like that's maybe not perfectly representative. I've only been to The Hague, and Amsterdam, of course. Yeah, my experience is everyone there speaks perfect Dutch. But like, I feel so sorry for you if you live in a tiny country where you speak like Latvian and then English, because it's like unless you speak like really good English, you have to live in Latvia. Like, how many countries speak Latvian as one of their top 5 languages? It's like, well, that's not a very high number. There's a really specific country. I think it's Bosnia. Here's a fun fact. This is so one of my favorite things in the world is the fact that so again, if you live in a high income country, like you probably do if you're watching this video, most people in your country, you can move around your country if you want to get, again, wealth, success, relationships, whatever you're looking for in the world. Whereas a lot of people, if you live in a poorer country, you have to move out to a different country, right? And one of my favorite facts is there is something like the most number of all of the Bosnians in the world that don't live in Bosnians, like half of them live in St. Louis. There's one city in America that through some weird, I'm going to look this one up. Actually, wait, I can mine and look it up at the same time. Look at me, I'm being so efficient. It's such a weird word. It's diaspora I'm looking for. And they all live in one city in America. I could go live in Belgium. Belgium's not a real country though, so that's the problem there. There are 3 million. There are 3 million Bosniaks in existence, and out of those 3 million Bosniaks, a tenth of them live in America, and out of the tenth of them that live in America, I'm gonna make sure I get this one right, just to be exactly sure. And out of all of the ones that live in America, the vast majority, it doesn't say any more than that, live in St. Louis. Like, a tenth of the population of this country don't live in this country. They live in a random... I don't know. Hopefully your theory is right, because success is good, and I don't really want to stay here. I don't even like Florida, and America isn't really that great, in my opinion. I think one of the cool things about America, that I'd recommend you check it out, is, like, there's a lot of parts of America, like, there are parts of America that are distinctly American, right? Like, if you go to, I would say, like, I'm going to try and pick a state, like a South Carolina, you're going to get, but, there's lots of different parts of the American identity. Like, you might like a New York, you might like a Washington, D.C. Obviously, D.C. is, like, DC's a very weird city. Like, unlike, America's a weird place, but there's parts of America that are really like Europe. There's parts of America that are really like Canada. There's parts of America that are really like Mexico. And there are parts of America that are kind of like, like Hawaii. What is that even? Why is that a state, Like, what is that? Why are we calling that a state? Also, yeah, you should go move in with Leanne in Belgium. Belgium is one of my top 10 least favorite countries. I pick on Belgium just for fun. Like, I know no one watching this is from Belgium, so I know I'm allowed to. Like, just saying, garbage country. Just gonna pick on Belgium all day. Should we just do that for the rest of the stream? Just like, we can talk about real stuff. You left blue ice underwater. Where's the blue ice at? Did I pick it up just now? Or is it despawned? I'll pay a bit of attention. Good tip though. No, Montana's very American. Yeah, Montana. I mean, I've played Far Cry 5 too. I have no plans to move out of CH, unless there's better job opportunities. I mean, I know that in New Zealand they call them Jaffas, right? But I think, again, I don't think this is everyone. I think this is like, it's just a statistical average thing. Like, more people, if you weren't born with leukemia, you'll probably be Bedrock. That's probably a bad example to follow up with. That's an offensive one too. But I think it's just like a game of averages. Like, a lot of people will find something perfect in their home city. I live very close to where I grew up, just because it then happened. I sat down once and I was like, okay, I'm gonna buy a house. So I'm gonna be settled down for this number of years. It has to be okay priced and has to be near at least a few airports, so I can save, like, you know, the amount of money I saved by being able to go to 6 different airports instead of 1. Over time it adds up. So I was like, and it happened to end up very close to where I was, and that's going to happen for a lot of people. But if you limit yourself to only ever living in, let's say, one small suburb of one city, that's where the problem's at. That's why, fun fact about the world here. Okay, so, quick lesson, then we'll go back to story time or whatever. Just because no one from Belgium can eat toy cat doesn't make it right. I think you'll find that's exactly what is true right there. But, oh no, I lost. Oh, so, yeah, fun little fact is, the reason that metro systems are so good for cities, because they lose money, I think. Probably true for the one in New Zealand, probably true for, if you have a city and it has a metro, they lose some tiny amount of money. But the thing that they do is that is really beautiful, is they let anyone who lives in any part of the city, who wants to get to any other part of the city, get there for cheap. Which means if you want to get a job on the other side of the city, you can get there. Like, I don't know which city or place Casey lives in, but she said it's like 2 hours to get to school, 2 hours back. It's like, that's prohibitive. You can't get to work, then work. You know, you can't spend 2 hours getting to work, then spend 2 hours getting back. So having a fast 40-minute train or whatever there, that's not fast, but fast-ish, where you can, like, have your free time. I know, you know, fun facts of Toy Cat. Socioeconomic issues. Oh, there's not the show, man. Hey there, buddy. I'd like that. So a fun fact, I made a mistake in a previous video because grounds always drop their Nautilus shells just because of the fact that it's an offhand item and they always drop what's in their offhand slot. In their main slot, they drop it 8.5% of the time. In their offhand, it drops 100%. Why is that the case? Why did they change that? Your guess is as good as mine. I'm just mentioning it right now. So we're about... Oh, is this the blue ice? No, it's packed ice. Okay, we're about an hour and 20 minutes in, and we've got ourselves... Honestly, I think we've got ourselves enough packed ice to make some good stuff happen. Let's do this. Let's combine a bunch. Let's go find a crafting table. It's probably all the way over there. And, you know what, let's get a little bit more, because this still isn't enough to make a really fun boat away, if you will. It's like, it's a kind of fun one. So yeah, if you ever want to do this, by the way, blue ice is like, it's a trek. I think we're going to have to spend a lot of time on this. Because the amount of pickaxe use it's using as well, that's getting pretty insanely real. But yeah, let's grab all of this out. Grab another few stacks of this. Put the, I don't know, the raw chicken in there. What is this even doing? Let's do this. What is going to be the next Battle Royale game you play? Says Froggyfellow. Again, I'm really hyped about Black Ops 4 Battle Royale, even though the company behind it, like, I hope they don't succeed a little bit too now. Battlefield 5 is going to suck. I'm going to play it for like 10 minutes so I can say that it was good. Or so that I can say that I gave it a try. No, I think it's going to be like another startup company. They're just going to do something weird like, it's Battle Royale, but instead of guns and killing each other, you eat food. And there's earthquakes. And the main character is Henry VIII. And it's set in medieval Spain. And guess what? Whole thing's underwater. And you're going to be like, that's stupid. And then a month later you'll be like, that's popular, but it's still stupid. Then 6 months later, it'll be, OMG, Thanos coming to underwater. You know, I'm just saying. It's totally a thing. So, we're going to go to sleep now, and then we're going to work out where we want this water thing going. Also, let's make a boat while we're here, because they're harder to make elsewhere, in other places. So we'll replace this with that. I really need to work out my inventory management. Like, I've got to get something going on here. You should totally be a game developer. I mean, clearly I'm very good at these ideas. Someone should hire me. If you work at a game company right now, you want great ideas like that all the time, then let me know. So, Kat, are you going to make the floating island? That is the goal now. So we've got some So if we're going to make a floating island, we want to use some ice underneath it. Maybe some packed ice. Okay, so chat. Should we have underneath the island? Because I want to have it be like ice underneath, snow on top. Should we have regular ice or packed ice? Because packed ice... We'll use packed ice. It's a fancy block. And then we'll just try our best. See, I guess that means we need to grab some packed ice, which I just spent all this time turning into blue ice, so... My bad, I guess. You know, I have some stacks. Probably not enough stacks, I would say. So yeah, let's just get a few more. Just so we're absolutely sure. And then we can work on this this thing. So we'll just go destroy some of these islands. Just for the heck of it. It's so slow. Even with haste on, mining these blocks, it's a little bit painful. This is efficiency 5. Regular is probably easier. I like the idea of regular. The only problem with regular is I feel like it looks a bit cheaper. And because, even though it's a little bit faster, because there's more packed ice I have to destroy anyway, I'm figuring like, you know, I can justify it that way, vaguely. Make it fade as if it were an iceberg. I should have done an iceberg destruction project, I just realized. Oh, wait, look over there, there's loads of snow blocks. I need snow blocks. I was gonna, like, hoover up snow and turn it that way, but this is probably faster. Where are you gonna build these islands? I'm gonna build them maybe over the coral reef. Yeah, we'll build it over the coral reef, just so we can, like, slowly destroy that. And so we've got a way to get there. I don't know where the coral reef is, so that might become an issue. But yeah, fun fact, in these places, they have snow blocks. And you can just go through and destroy the snow blocks. Easy. Easy, easy, easy. It's going to destroy my shovel a little bit, but what doesn't in 2018? Packed ice might look nicer. It isn't transparent. Oh, that's a good point too, actually. I didn't even think about that. The regular ice has that annoying transparency effect. Did you know in 1.13 they've changed the transparencies on everything? And I don't understand it. It's one of... the Mojang guys, they did a really technical breakdown, and I was like, most of these technical breakdowns I appreciate, and I'm like, I get it now. And that one was like, before, water would show through water, now it does not. And it's like, okay, I'll cover this when it's like official, I guess. Because for now it sounds like a confusing mess. Okay, so let's keep going. We got a lot of snow blocks now. So yeah, we also got the blue ice just there, so we can build the boat way off it, and hopefully we get some good distance in that. So we're gonna make the blue ice 1 wide, and then we might put fences on the sides if we fall off too often. We'll see how that goes. We'll see. So let's grab all these snow blocks. We got a lot of them. So, can we as a society collectively agree to destroy paper straws? Can we come up with any other... Okay, so here's the thing. We've got, like, this problem where it's like, okay, we can either have plastic straws and they kill the turtles, or we can have plastic straws and they destroy your mouth. And it's like, can we not come up with any ideas? Like a metal straw. There we go. There's one. A wooden straw. A straw made of paper clips. Also, look, there's a floating island over there. What are the odds? A straw literally made of straw. You know, straw is a material. Boom. You know. Also, what is this, by the way? I came up with 5 ideas right there. How about no straw? No. I am... Okay, this is me being a ridiculous human being. And if you want to criticize me for this, I would not blame you. But straws are necessary to make a good drink better. I don't know the science behind this, so... If anyone here is a scientist and can back me up. But I swear to God, I swear to God apparently, that like straws, like you can only make a drink taste so good before you add a straw. So here's a fun fact: cocktails, they're either like alcoholic or non-alcoholic. They're the most expensive type of drink you can buy, and they always include a straw. The reason they always include a straw is because that's like the upper echelon of how to consume a drink. It goes right... Wait, okay, so when I drink this water, I'm opening my mouth, and there's just this wide hole, and it just fills in, right? With a straw, I don't have a straw, you know? It's like this much, like this thickness. I can't see my own face. But there's like this much thickness, so you're limiting the quantity, and therefore, and you're also directing it to a specific part of your tongue. Straws are clever. You drink so slow with straws. We need to stay hydrated. Yeah, no, straws aren't good for water. I agree. Like, this is how you should drink water. Because water isn't here for flavor. Are plastic straws even a big percentage amount of the plastic waste created by people? It's not, but like people like to get behind a big issue. And that's what annoys me, honestly. Like, everyone loves to like save things, but they'll only do it in like really specific ways. I think one of the easiest ways you can cut down on your waste is like, guess what? Eat food that was produced locally. Boom. Just like that, you eliminate planes flying, lorries driving, exploited labor in the not the Middle East, in the Far East, in the Close East, in one of the Easts, okay? The East Caribbean. There are too many Easts in the world, you know. We need to fix that up. But yeah, I'm just saying, yeah, fix it up. Okay, so we're gonna need a lot of packed ice, and I feel like we don't have enough, and I don't want to have to come back so soon. So I'm gonna be a little bit more careful about this. And we're going to mine through the blocks just so we can see where the blue ice is at. So I reckon there's some down here. They only farm potatoes over here. Oh yeah, I was at a Five Guys in Germany. And so Five Guys, if you've never been, they say... And by the way, your closest Five Guys is probably Belgium, Leanne. So go to Belgium, try Five Guys, so you can understand what I'm about to tell you. But in every Five Guys, they tell you where the potatoes came from that day. And I ate in Germany, like pretty far south in Germany too. And they're like, potatoes came from the Netherlands. And I was like, that cannot be a efficient way to get... Because they have the potatoes just like strewn around the store. The store. Strewn around the store. It's pretty wild. Also, look how I can get night vision from swimming in warm, wide water. Makes my day so much better. Straws made of gravel. See, even a straw made of gravel would be at least it's a bad idea on paper. On paper! Oh, yeah, I'm just so punny. I've never been to Five Guys. Go to Five Guys. Okay, so here's the deal about Five Guys. Their entire marketing idea is get people to just talk about it. They know when it comes down to their food versus other food, they know it wins. And that's why I talk about it in literally every third stream. Actually, it's been a few streams since I spoke about Five Guys. Last time I went to Five Guys, I actually just got the fries. Because if I'm being honest, okay, here's the one problem with Five Guys. I'm going to admit a problem with Five Guys. This is sign of the apocalypse. Is that you can't healthily eat a burger and fries. If you get the smallest burger and the smallest fries, it's still 70% of your day's calories or something. Like, and you know, who's getting the smallest burger? What is this? You know, a Five Guys for ants? There's a Five Guys in Belfast. Any plans on going to Belfast? I do actually have plans on going to Belfast. There's funny reasons on why. Like, I'll make a 2-cat video at some point. But I intend to, like, fly in one day and then fly out, like, 12 hours later. Maybe the same day. It's a matter of actually just finding a day for it. Because I've been so, like... It's been taking me so long to make videos recently. I've just had, like, no extra time in the day. It's been a real problem, I'd say. I need to work on that. I went 5 Guys a week ago for the first time in years. It was so good I actually finished eating all my food. You make it sound like that's a problem you have with other foods. Which might be a problem in general. Pro tip, eating food. Actually, you know what? It's funny because, like, for some people it's like, pro tip, eat more food. And for some people it's like, pro tip, eat less food. And it's really hard to, like, find the balance of, like... I guess the pro tip is, like, work out the correct amount of food and eat that. And if, from what it sounds like, you may not eat enough food. Maybe eat more. There you go. Pro tips to Toy Cat. How much is it to sponsor? I've been thinking about it for a while, and I forget how much it is. You have to check for yourself, because local currency is different. Mass on YouTube. If you go to gaming.youtube.com/toycat, which is where you should be right now, there's a big old sponsor button right there. And, actually, should we just show you? I think I can just show you. Because I don't know what it is right now, either. So I'm going to find out with you live on the stream. Okay, so I don't know what it is. I'm scared there's something on my stream I shouldn't be showing you. But I guess we'll just deal with that consequence as it comes up. Okay, so stream cap. It just shows my monitor, which is scary. So if you want to sponsor IBX Toycat, you can directly support me. You get public recognition and an exclusive badge. And exclusive live chats. Oh, that's never available. You get the Discord though. $4.99 a month. So I imagine in US dollars it's probably $6.99, $5.99. Tell me what it costs to sponsor in your local currency, so we can work it out. Also, good to see Awesome Fossums here today. Well, I know it's Lindsay. I always read out the names. I do this with Leanne as well. Like, I know it's just Leanne, but it's like Leanne Vandermeer. It's the whole name. You gotta read it. It's a problem. I got a problem. But yeah, tell me what it costs in your local currency. How many tabs do you need? Let's not question my tab usage, okay? I showed you my private. It's $4.99 in USD. Are they ripping us up in the UK? That is, because $4.99 is like, it's a lot more than. Pro tip: eat a satisfactory amount of food. That's actually a good pro tip. You know, emo kawaii. That's like good life advice there. Eat an amount of food that feels good. Unless the amount of food that feels good is too little or too much. Actually, okay, you know, that's bad advice, actually. 30 minutes till Twig Cat's old. Oh, yeah, I'm going to be, like, basically dead in 30 minutes. So, just letting you know. Also just saying, my name is pronounced differently. It can't be. Vandermeer. Vandermeer? Yeah, it's Vandermeer, right? There's no way it's different to that. I don't believe it's different. So this is what English people do. If you say we got it wrong, say Vandermeer, and you're like, got that wrong? Vandermeer. Still wrong. Sorry. This is genuinely a problem. Like, I do this. I hate that I do this because it's such a ridiculous thing. But like, if someone doesn't hear me, I'm like, well, clearly, the solution is to talk louder. This is clearly not a language barrier issue. This is one that can be solved. Also, where's my shear? Oh, there's the shears. I need this, so I'm just going to take all of this nonsense away. My first name's like Cat. Oh, I've been saying Leanne the whole. Oh, because it's like, Leanne is the English way of saying it, and it's different in Dutch. It's funny though, I actually, very, very weird coincidence, but I have a personal friend. Not a personal friend. Sorry, it's the exact opposite of a personal friend. It's someone I had little to no contact with. But I knew someone who was called Leanne from the Netherlands. Or from Holland, they called it. Because here's the annoying thing, like, people in the UK, they say they're from Holland when, whatever. Whole thing. And they said their name was Leanne, which is, tell me how to say it then. Let's all learn together. Let's learn how to pronounce mods' names of toy cats. Toy cat, why do I stream so late? Do you have a normal body clock? My body clock is pretty normal right now. I need to refix it because I'm going to Japan in. No, I'm not going to Japan anytime soon. In like 4 weeks. So I need to be sleeping at 4 p.m. And there's two ways to start sleeping at 4 p.m. right? There's the natural way. There's the normal human being way. Which is, not 4 p.m., 5 or 6 p.m. So there's the normal human being way, but you know, who wants to do things the normal human being way ever? So instead of the normal human being way, I'm going to probably just like cycle it round. Because tomorrow night, for instance, I probably need to be up later than, whatever I'm sleeping at right now, like midnight or 2 a.m. It is 5:30 in America, and also it's quite beneficial for my streams. Like later streams, like I'm reaching people who haven't like seen a stream before, and it's fun. Like streaming for me, it's like a terrible source of income. It's a terrible, like it's technically better if I do other things because they're worth more dollars per minute or per hour, whatever you want to measure things in. But it's a fun like, let's chill out. Let's tell stories about that girl I once knew from Illinois. And say things like, hi, unspeakable kitty, and you can get Pizza Cat if you sponsor. That is the real reason to sponsor Jordan. I agree. Also, I think I might have missed if Leanne, tell me how to say your name. Let's work it out together. Let's do this. So, Nightbot is a bot, by the way. Hate to break it to you. So, bet you can't name which state is named the Citrus State. It's Fir Tree Gaming. So citrus means lemon, right? because it's not Georgia, because that's the peaches state. So what state are lemons grown in? Like, I'm gonna guess it's not a real state. It's like Costa Rica or something. Also, let's go fly. Let's make this island now. I just realized we've been goofing off and not doing it for a while. So I've got plenty of time to fly, explore. I think I left my bed there, which is probably not so smart, right? Let's go back. You know, it's soon enough. We can go back and get a bed. So it's actually 6:31 here at IBX. America's a big place. That's the catch. There's four main time zones for America, and then there's like Alaska, there's Hawaii, and then there's Guam. Is it called Guam? It's the name of a U.S. territory and also the name of a weed in RuneScape, so it's extra confusing. Oranges are limes and citrus. So are lemons not citrus? Okay, my bad. It's Florida. Nah, Florida's the Sunshine State. I'm 100% sure Florida's the Sunshine State, not the citrus state. Your information is messed up. So Bibasack says only sponsors have a thing. Does it not work? So here's the thing. I would make it available for everyone if I could. YouTube makes a lot of features only available for sponsors. So I can only make them, like, I don't have the option to make it available to everyone. I can just say, if you spend $4 a month, or $5 a month, or £5. Why do we get ripped off in pounds? I'm just saying, it's terrible. Then you can, then you too can sponsor, get your pizza cat, and also it helps Jira get closer to his 5 Guys of Toy Cat experience. So that's a thing. Yeah, I know citrus fruits. It's funny, the reason I know citrus fruits, like, the reason I categorize them together at least, is because of, I think it's over here. I don't know why, I just have the feeling this is the right... Nope, it's not. It's not at all. So I'm going to quickly turn up my render distance in case it's turned down. I hope it is, because I'm not seeing as much as I'd like to. Please don't be max. Oh, it's max. Should we turn up anti-aliasing? Why not? You know, maybe it makes a difference. Okay, well, let me turn it up. Oh, there we go. Ooh, things are more anti-aliased now. Leanne, you got the L, you got the E. And the E is like how you say the A. The A is like the A in the British way to say tomato. And the N is like an N. The E is like the U in mug. Oh my god, what the heck is that? So, lay. La. Tomato. La. Wait, so. La'an. La'an. La'anu. La'ana. 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 Okay, we got it. We got it. Chat, you have officially learned how to say Leanne in Dutch. It sounds a little bit like... I know it's because Dutch and German are just related languages. It sounds like a German name. At least to me. Again, please don't hate me for that. Also, what is this? Oh, it's a shipwreck. Oh, that's cool. We'll go for it, I guess. Like, it's here. Oh no, I left the conduit in that biome. You know, we know where the biome is. I've got coordinates and stuff. So for now, though, poisonous potatoes and pumpkins. I'll take the paper because I genuinely do need that. But otherwise, that was quite a terrible chest. Oh, and then we get an unknown map and a treasure map. What do unknown maps do? Are they just maps that don't lead anywhere? Did I get it? The fist in E is longer. I'm almost convinced the half people in chat are robots. They repeat the same thing over and over again. Yeah, it's really, like, the problem is, like, if I read chat, it drives me a bit crazy because of that. It's like, oh, there's a lot of people, like, either copy-pasting or just saying over again things. Like, but I kind of get it if you have, like, this golden message that you're like, this needs to be seen, and it's been driven out by the other ones. But the reason we put slow mode on is to stop people from saying the same stuff, so I can read more messages. But then it gets pretty wild. I agree, Lindsay. So Leanne, I can't even. The first E is longer. Leanna. You know, how about what I'll concede I'm not saying your name right, but what we'll say is, like, to help you expand because you want to live in a different country and you can't because you only speak Dutch. I'll call you Leanne to help you acclimatize to life in the UK. Because I'm just, I'm a really good host like that. I don't want to brag, but I mean, I make people feel very at home. So somewhere down there, should we go for it? I kind of want to. And then we've got an unknown map as well. Which I assume is just, yeah, that's... what is this map? Look at this thing. What value does this have to anyone in the world? No, none is the answer to that question. Let's go for it. Let's go for the treasure map. See, I'm just really, really glad to help you get used to the UK people ways of saying things. I'm just so kind-hearted like that. Anna. Like, I can't do it. Did you know you can get water blocks in survival? How do you do that? Endless Ocean. Finally, you said hi to me, Evan Bob. Good to see you. I was personally programmed by Putin to corrupt political discourse. Here's the funny thing about that, right? Imagine... I was thinking about it, and the best way... So, this is, like, vaguely political, but let's not talk about the politics side of things. Let's just talk about the fact that, like, it is rumored and heavily believed that your boy Vladimir Putin, as kind and generous as he is, has paid a bunch of people to, like, basically influence debates. And, like, whether it's true or not is debatable amongst people. Again, I don't... That's not the debate we're getting into, because that's politics. But I think the cheapest way that you can confuse other countries is just to say that you are invested in messing with their elections. Like, all you have to do is say, I'm going to do something, and then you don't have to do it, It's like if tomorrow, the UK just says, we're going to invade France. We're going to do it at this point, and we're going to do it at this time. We're going to do it at some random time, and we're going to bring our entire forces over. Then France has to be like, well, UK is coming to invade. Guess we got to get ready for that. You tried to say a J sound in between the E and the A. Lejana. Oh, it's okay. You got some French nonsense going on there. Sorry, I've got a strict rule against no French nonsense in the chat. Sorry, it's nothing personal. I'm just. So by the way, did we ever conclude if you can find chests underneath dirt? Because I think we concluded you couldn't, right? So I'm not finding this treasure chest. That's fine. Not every treasure map can be found. This one is in that category. We'll throw it. Oh wait, actually, let's just do a little bit of looking, just like a tiny little bit more of the dig. Because maybe it's underneath something here. No, there's no way this is coming to light. This drives you a little bit insane when you go too far. I got it. Go me. It's okay. Are you gonna make a super duper graphics content when it comes out? I don't know if it's ever coming out. Actually, I have. So we finally learned a little bit about the super duper graphics pack, like what actually went wrong and stuff. I think I'll make a video on that soon. Hey, look at me, plug. So, oh, by the way, big thank you to Mass on YouTube for sponsoring. Wait for it. The noise is what we're ready here for. Wait for it. Big thank you to Mass on YouTube for sponsoring the stream. I really appreciate it. It's one of the coolest things to see a new sponsor join the club, because sponsorships are like, one, I feel like they're a real good trade, because whereas a super chat, you're getting that one thing. This is like you get to use that pizza cat emoji as many times as you like, and then for me it's like it does help YouTube be a little bit less random and wild. So thank you so much, Mass on YouTube. I'm not even sure if I'm saying your name right. Because it's a single S, I'm assuming it's got like a Spanish origin to it. But again, I'm not certain. I'm no namologist. I think it's called an etymologist. But yeah, welcome to the sponsor club. You now got a thing next to your name too. And after 2 months, you get sunglasses on the cap. It's a delight. It's a wonderful thing. Happy birthday, man. It's not my birthday for 20 minutes. Jeez. Toy Cat, is it Z or Z? Here's the annoying thing, because I forgot which way I say it. I know I say zebra though, so I'm assuming I say Z. But I know it's how you can spot an American from a British person, right? Like the ZZ debate. So where... Okay, you know what we're going to do? Rather than wasting time pointlessly flying over stuff, which is fun by itself, let's just look at one of these. I'm going to watch yesterday's stream a little bit. Like, a few minutes. So, it's called Turtle Hunt. Would recommend watching it. Like, YouTube wonderful stream. Krispy Kreme donut. Best stream. Biggest stream. Most delightful stream. Which can find the coordinates of the... Oh, big thank you to Hannah Viebert for sponsoring. Double sponsor. That's a sponsor train, I believe. You also now have access to those pizza can emojis, which Mass on YouTube is showcasing perfectly. Thank you so much, Hannah Viebert, for the sponsor. Look, it's got the same cat jumping up the thing. We should give it like a unique animation or something. But thank you so much for the sponsorship too. Again, she's always here. I think we're confirmed. Probably female, right? Like, I think so. Never confirmed. I don't think she's even using this for the emoji. She's just like, you know, I just like that it's a more consistent way to do this. I dig it. I dig it. It took me 5 hours to watch yesterday's stream. I mean, on the one hand, that's pretty inefficient time-wise, but on the other hand, the dedication, I have to give it props, Jessica. But I can't. Okay, so can anyone find the coordinates for the coral reef? Because I can't. You know, let's keep looking at this. This is important stuff, right? I've almost said Z a few times, and I have no idea why I'm supposed to say Z. It's one of those very confusing... Oh, wait. Oh, I spent forever looking for it. Okay, at one... It's at minus 470, 3,228. So basically, it's nowhere near anything. So, we need to go a little bit this way, and then mostly this way. There we go. We're going to be all good. Lol, female, hashtag confirmed. We did it! We did it! We worked it out. We didn't get the gender wrong. I don't know why this is clap, but like, we did it, guys. We worked it out. We were not incorrect. We did not do any horrendously offensive stuff. And now, because you're in the chat for the first time, you can now officially use your pizza cat emoji, which again, it's really worth $4.99 by itself, right? Okay, so we're here. Look at me. I got some tridents. I got the coral reef. I forgot why I even wanted to come to the coral reef, if I'm being honest. I probably more sea pickles. Oh no, I wanted to come here because I wanted to make those fake islands in the sky. So, also, this is so far away from anything. I really can't stress that enough. Like, just how ridiculously far. So I'm thinking I'm gonna do a quick test on the surface here because I need to make. Oh, there's no trees here. There's trees over there. I'll make some acacia boats. That's fine. I want to do a quick test. So I guess, have I got... I've got dirt and I've got grass. So I'll place some dirt. I'll bring some trees with me too. So yeah, what I'm going to do is I'm going to place a bunch of blocks in a little thing like this. I'm going to see if you can diagonally go across blue ice, because that's the most efficient way. So Kat, have you ever tried to complete a world record in anything? I held a world record for quite some time, actually. I think it was the fastest Minecraft console speedrun on a random seed, and the fastest on a preset seed on Minecraft console. I think I still hold the random... no, let's be honest, someone's probably taken it, and I just forgot. But someone took the preset seed one, like, 4 days after, and it broke my heart. Yeah, so fun fact. I did have a world record for a little bit. Because I saw no one had ever speedran Minecraft console, like, one person had and they'd sucked. But they won by default, and I was like, I can beat this guy. And I guess that's what the guy after me did. He was like, this guy sucks. I can beat this guy. Which is really the beauty of speedrunning. So, now both of you can use pizza cats as Shulk9. The number of pizza cats in the world has gone up exponentially as a result of this improvement. I think it's cool. You know what? Even though Hannah Viebet's got, like, I assume, other cool things, important things. I'm assuming for some reason, like, something about the name Hannah just makes me assume, like, they're a scientist working in a lab. Does anyone know if there's a reason? Like, is there, like, a TV show of a scientist named Hannah? But it's just like, well, clearly, Hannah Viebert is... They're, like, in a lab, like, doing some brain surgery or something. It's like, they mess up, a monkey's gonna die or something. Is a monkey dying like... Okay, here's... Let me talk about my most... It shouldn't be offensive, but this is an offensive opinion I have. But I think the animal lives matter less than human lives, right? I don't know how much less, but a little bit less, at the very least, yeah? Yeah? Like, is that controversial? But as soon as you try to calculate how much less, then everyone goes crazy on you. Like, whoa, dude, that's big no zone. It's like, I just want to know. How much, what is a monkey? Okay, anyway, by the way, big thank you, Fraser Pete Pocock, for the £2 super chat. Really appreciate it. Hey, just joined, what have I missed? So I spent a lot of time in the blue ice biome. I forgot its name because I spent too much time there. And now we're playing around with some blue ice, getting some stuff going down. It's gonna be wonderful. And I'm testing, because I'm now making a blue ice pathway. So it's again, project boat float. We're gonna make a floating island in the sky. It's gonna be just wonderful. But we have to test if it'll work first. So we'll place this here for now. I've really got to work on my inventory management. I know, it's it's good. So we'll just place some stuff in here. I've got some string from something. Don't know how that got there. We'll throw away the raw flesh. Actually, we'll keep the raw flesh because I need food soon. That's going to be a big problem sometime, very soon. So, I prefer animals over most humans. So just to clarify, I prefer animals over humans too, just because my real name is Conag Dabbed. I don't know if I trust you there. I think it's true too, right? But so like again, I think like most people agree, like dogs. You see a dog get hurt, you care way more than like a human. But yeah, at the same time, it seems like, you know, just as a society, we seem to value animal lives as some fraction. Okay, so you can, in fact, again, this is a very minor test, but you can actually save blue ice by using it diagonally. It's going to be really tricky to do that over an effective distance, but again, we can work at that as we go, because we need to have our thing go that way. We need to go minus blocks in both axes at the same time. So let's mine these blocks up. Look how long this takes. IBX ClickCat is the crafting table autocraft the I can't read this message. Hey, Assassin's Voice says, at IBX ClickCat, is the autocraft the crafting table coming to console? Yes. No. It already is. There's an autocraft system. The console version isn't coming. I wish I was a scientist, says Aviva. See, that means aspiring scientist. So it's basically like I was correct. Now you have Peter on your tail. But here's the thing that annoys me. Different animals have different values in their lives relative to other ones, right? So, what is the value of a cat life? Probably quite high, right? Like half a human life? Like, people kill cats and it's like a big deal, but not a let's get the police on them deal. More of like a that's a problem deal, you know? You know, this is gonna, I have to be super careful with all my wording, because it's how it is right now. So, does snow melt in a desert, by the way? Because if it does, I'm probably quite screwed. Yeah, we'll deal with that later. So now we're gonna move out into the desert, out into the coral reef. Which again, for now, we'll just leave how it is. Eventually, we could drain this entire thing. That'd be fun. But again, we'll get to that when we get to it. And then we'll build up from here. So this is going to be the first island. What is the correct height? Oh, by the way, big thank you, Pikachu 2006 Games, for the $1.99 super chat. When will servers come to Switch? Also, pizza. I need to get me some pizza. It's a shame I can't get, like, pizza delivered at 11:51. Actually, is that... Oh, no! Oh, God! What did I do? What did I do? What just happened? I was like zoned out and then I was falling. You missed my donation. I didn't. I got you. Big thank you, by the way, Pikachu Gaming. But to answer your actual question, oh my, I'm zoned out apparently. I just almost closed my window. When will servers come to Switch? They should be here anytime now, like 1.5.1, 1.5.2. You're all good. You got this golden. Okay, so I need to find my tab with all my comments now. Okay, here we go. Now we need to build up. Actually, not. No, we'll build up first, and then we'll place our bed up on the island somewhere. So sand, 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 sand. So how high should an island be? Okay, chat. Oh, I double tapped A while I was jumping, and then I flew down a little bit too far forwards. So type a number, like a Y height. How high should we go? Also, it was good to see you, Froggy Fella. I'm sorry for streaming so long. I realized this was definitely too much for most people. So Cat, why not do a birthday pizza stream? We should definitely do a birthday pizza stream tomorrow. Like, let's get some pizza in. Your birthday is Friday the 13th, the singing AJ. It is. 103, 122. This looks pretty high by itself, right? Like 101 is already quite high. 103 is the lowest I've seen so far. Why minus 146? I don't know what islands you've seen Assassin's Boys, but I'm concerned by them. 104 says Jura. This is like Price is Right rules where you just like one-upping a thing there. 134, 150, 135. I've got a lot of 150s. I think your render distance on Bedrock goes down if you go too high up. So we'll go to like 113, and then we'll start building. Because then the top will be like Y120 something. And it might be inside the clouds. Wait, no, what is the cloud height? We'll go... Okay, we want to be below the clouds. But only by a little bit. We want it to be like right across there. Okay, so now we place our... No, the stuff is down there. The shulker boxes. Well, whatever, I guess. The dream is dead. We have to fly down. Let's do this. Well, this was sad. So, hello, Governor. To be honest, I'm surprised I'm still awake. Yeah, if it's this late in the UK, if I'm like pretty tired here, it's probably a bad sign that you're not asleep if you live in... Oh, look, I'm wearing a New Zealand t-shirt. This cost me $5 New Zealand dollars, which is £2.50. How do you make a t-shirt this cheap? And if you can make a t-shirt this cheap, why can you not do it elsewhere? Also, Hannah Viva uses the pizza cat emoji. There we go. It's done. It's official. That is 80% of the real purpose of being a sponsor. You can just fly back up there. I know I can, but it's also like, it's super hard to get onto a single block. Oh no! You see what I mean? Okay, let's do this. Let's do this. I can't do it. Okay, what we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to grab some more blocks. So that let's place my thing down. Okay, so this is gonna waste a lot of fireworks. Just this one dilemma. We need packed ice anyway, right? So this is such a silly dilemma too. Okay, let's fly up. Let's place some packed ice. Make a little platform. Oh no, I didn't even do it. Okay. Oh no, I can't. Okay, so placing a block is just as hard as anything else. Okay, there we go. Let's do this. No, I don't think you can place blocks when you're flying. Okay, you can place blocks while you're flying. And now I need to remove that one. Okay. Oh no! Okay. We got this. We got this. Oh no! He landed. Okay, we got this. Yes! Nailed it. That only took 20 fireworks and like a decent part of my elytra. This is too much. Why are you doing Z? Z is pronounced Zed. I tried to put in the Discord name, but it didn't work. Discord.gg/toycat. What you have to do is you link your Discord and your YouTube, and sometime later, Discord decides they're properly linked. It's me again. Can we bring back Discord the Panther? This Frosty the Panther. I can't say your... Thank you so much for the super chat. I love you, but I can't do this. I'm gonna try again. Can we bring back Frosty the Panda? Hey guys, Frosty the Panda. That's your Frosty the Panda for today. Also known as Minecraft YouTubers doing. Okay, you know what? That's killed me. I can't. That kills my voice every time. Also, it was good to see you, Leanne. I know it. Wait, Liana. It was good to see you. Thank you for staying up until 1 p.m., 1 a.m. your time, and to everyone who was up late in their time. You've missed my birthday though, so now I have to hate you forever. Sorry, that's just the rules. So we're gonna have like a vague base of an island here. We're just gonna like start the expansion and deal with the rest later. You just made my day, says Fraser. I'm glad I could help out. I'm glad I could help out. Thank you so much for coming along. It was good to see you while you're here. I'm going, like, now that I'm 3 minutes away from my birthday, I feel like I should at least say this. Oh, I got a thing from someone that matters to me. It's really like an email from like the Minecraft developers. That's like, I know what the joke would be here. There was a golden joke in there, but I didn't follow through well enough. So you sure you can't order pizza at night? I think at midnight on a Thursday you probably can't. Like there must be some days where you can order pizza. I just feel like this isn't one of them. Okay, so oh no, this isn't right. Actually, no, maybe it is. We'll work with it. Making an island is really, really rough and hard, I would say. So we're going to try our best to get this done. But like making sure we don't mess up anywhere, it's a surprisingly hard task. Because it's only 23:58. 2 minutes to Toycat's birthday. I'm gonna tweet out the stream. Okay. I'm gonna because it's be really, really happy with myself. Happy birthday to me. Tweet that now. I wanna see like how many people are on Twitter at midnight and will only come to a stream because it's my birthday. Like on the one hand, that's cool. On the other hand, who knows? You know, is that cool or is that abusive? Find out on Toycat's live stream. So just joined. It is 7 o'clock in Florida. Happy birthday. See, that's the funny thing. You technically have 24 birthdays. I think we were talking about this earlier. Also, by the way, big thank you, Pikachu2006 Games, for the $1.09 super chat. I don't know why your super chats in particular seem to be delayed in my head. I'm really tired now. I'm gonna after midnight we'll accept that we've made an island, and then we'll get something done. Too much ice. Do you reckon? Because we want to only have the bottom bit be ice. But we're making big islands, it seems. So we'll place a few more of these. We have to place our blue blocks down now. Yeah, we definitely... You were right about too much ice. I don't want to admit it, but you were. Okay, it's 23:59. Let's... can we treat this like, New Year's? Where everyone's like, 10, 9, 8, 7... can we just do that for me, please? I'd appreciate that. So we're going to have just a big thing going along here. To make it look a bit more random, we'll have it go out vaguely flat for a bit. Like that. So yeah, okay. It's midnight. Ooh! So, what's that? I think you can't actually play the happy birthday song because it's copyrighted. So I'm going to sing it off tune because if you sing it too correctly, you'll get copyright struck. So, happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday. This is just me being ridiculous. To the pizza cat. Happy birthday, Toy Cat. My favorite thing about the happy birthday song is when, everyone doesn't know what to say. By the way, thank you for the $1.99 super chat. Really appreciate it. Oh, just got a thing here. I've got lots of things all of a sudden. Woo! I'm 23. I'm dead now. It's official. I've come closer to dying than being alive. So, no, thank you so much to everyone on the channel. I couldn't have turned 23 without you. I would have died. Literally. No, honestly, without a lot of the things that made me 23 and a lot of things that make me me are because of you. So thank you to everyone for showing up. I think we might have to finish this island tomorrow. I really don't admit it, but I think we're going to have to. Thank you for all of the messages in chat. I'd read them all out, but happy birthday, happy birthday, happy birthday, Toy Cat. Happy birthday, Toy Cat. Happy birthday. Emoji, emoji, emoji. Toy Cat. Happy birthday to Toy Cat. I wish there was a play on piano for you. Ah, that's copyrightable, sorry. That's not someone I want. No copyright infringement for me, Pow. Oh no! Okay, this is a pretty good base for an island, I'd say. It's not a perfect base, but it's a pretty good one, and that's all we need for today. So we'll go out a little bit more there, and then not there. Again, we want to have more random juts that we're not doing here. Happy birthday? Happy birthday indeed. That's what today is for me. It's my birthday. And then we'll also have like a couple blocks go out there. Okay, so we finished the bottom of this at least. So we have to cover this in snow. You are 1 year closer to dying. Damn straight. Statistically speaking, I only got 67 years left. 57. To be fair, 57 is a long time. So in 57 years, we'll do one more of these streams, and then I'll die, statistically speaking. It'll be a wonderful time. I hope you all join me for that stream. I had a blast celebrating my... This isn't celebrating my birthday. So tomorrow's my birthday. By the way, thank you, Pikachu, for another super chat. Thank you so much to everyone who came along. Thank you to both the Mass Man, let's call him, as well as Hannah Viba for sponsoring. I love you more than I love Smart Water, which you can buy at your local Coca-Cola redistribution center for just 25p a bottle. Sorry, I prefer to end on a sponsorship than a real heartwarming note. So thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you all tomorrow. I'm gonna go get some sleep. I'm like crazy tired now, it feels weird to just end. So what I'll do instead is I'll just like cut myself off.